Alright, welcome to group discussion 2. We are Lax Review, movie review.
Reviewing Lax.
Group 2, yeah. And today we're going to be discussing about the movie we watched, Black Panther. And we shall start with you.
Before that, I think we should introduce ourselves.
Oh, okay.
I'm Afifa, Siti Nur Afifa binti Haji Hanifa. Metric number 186538.
My name is Anis Hanisa, metric number 192975.
My name is Richard Yanazwara Krisha. My metric number is 186678 73.
That's a very hard one. Okay, wait, do go. Okay.
My name is Nur Alia binti Muhammad Nazar.
My name is Arif. My name is Zhang Ziyan, 191351.
Okay, my name is my name is Shafa Hanani, 194570.
My name is Nur Amira Ashiki binti Madgani. My metric number 185448.
Hi, my name is Aina Izzati, 195278.
And my name is Farhud. My matrix number is 191556.
So we're going to be talking about the Black Panther.
Yep.
The movie we watched. Yeah.
Yes. So, and everyone, do you guys enjoy the movie?
Yes.
Okay, everyone rate it out of 10.
12.
A 9.
9.
No, probably 9.9.
Wow, that's close to 10. Why? Why is
Because
the
I
point?
really like the scene, the costume, the music, especially the music.
Yeah.
Because it's very new. I've never heard
Exactly,
any
yes.
African types of
Like
music.
tribal soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Soundtrack
tribal
is great.
Soundtrack is so nice. It's like,
Okay,
wow.
next you rate. Just rate.
Just
Just rate.
Solid 9.
9.
9.
9.
9.5.
8.5.
8.
9?
I would rate it an 8.5.
I give 10.
9.
For me, it's in an 11 out of 10.
Okay.
There are reasons for it why it's a good movie. Although not many people may agree, but I think it's a powerful message.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with him that, but I do have something.
Okay.
So let's start with you.
Okay. What I like about the movie?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I might go on long, so please stop me if I.
Don't take
Talk
away
too
all
much.
the points.
Um,
Otherwise, you have nothing to say.
because it's the first fully black movie, so I've actually never experienced or encountered any African cultures. I've never known how it looked like, how their music sounds like, and then when I watch it, it's like it's an eye-opening thing for me. I feel like I learn a lot, and then I also like the what do you call that, the effects. Yeah,
The CGI.
the CGI effects is very nice, very very nice, and the action scene, and then also learn. Yeah. Another thing that I like about the movie is that. Okay. Why am I? Okay.
What about the characters?
The characters.
Yeah.
The characters are very nice.
Of course they're nice. Michael B. Jordan.
Martin Freeman. Come on. Martin Freeman.
The second here is
I don't really know the names of the actors. Sadly.
Who's the Chadwick Boseman, right?
Yeah.
That's
Is
the
The main lead.
The
is
main
it?
lead.
Yeah. The king.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
king what? T'Challa.
The I think the plot is quite nice because it's like you don't how do you say that, you don't imagine, you didn't thought that something like that could happen in an African country, and then the superheroes, the actions are nice. I guess I'm running out of words somehow. So yeah.
It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, so in my opinion, this year the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the CMU did really great job this year.
This is the 18th one, right? The
Mhm.
18th
I'm
Marvel
sure.
movie.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Black Panther.
Ever since this movie's Black Panther trailer was released, it has received so many love and expectation from people all around the world. I mean, there are a lot of Marvel fans all over the world. So ever since the trailer was released, people showed their love towards the movie, the cast, and they have a high expectation for this movie because, as you said, it is one of the first black casted movie. Okay, and if you go and search on the internet or social media, you can see that people showed their love and admiration for all the actors and actresses. However, if I were to talk about my favorite character, it has to be Eric Killmonger. Because the name itself,
I love him better.
right?
Much better
The
than the
name itself. Oh my god.
What's up with the
Killmonger.
name?
Killmonger.
Killmonger, for an antagonist, wow.
Okay.
It is such a great, strong name. Okay, so of course, the king, T'Challa, did a great and the right thing, because he is the next successor in line for the country. But throughout the movie, we get to understand why this antagonist behave that way. You can also see that he only wants to get revenge for what was done, what happened to him in the past. So maybe he might have went overboard doing.
He kind of
Mean
like
things.
wanted to do the right thing, except
Yeah.
that he's a tyrant, right?
He chose the wrong
Yeah,
path
he
to
chose
do
the
it.
wrong path. Because I actually didn't like how Wakanda, like they have this resources, this vibranium, right? And then they just sits there comfortably while other people are suffering in other parts of the world. I think that that's
Old
very
people suffering
Yeah.
outside there,
I
but
think
they
that's
still want
very
to
bad.
keep hiding.
right. So I think what's the Killmonger, right? The Killmonger
Yeah.
is trying to do the right thing, but except that he's a tyrant, so
Yeah.
he does it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His father was passed away, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dying.
But he's just one step away from being
Yeah.
good, and then he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, continue.
His
Sorry.
determination is exemplary. We should-
Yeah, it's true.
So to sum up my opinion, this is a very well made movie, and if any of the people who haven't watched it, so please go and watch.
Yes. I think Black Panther movie is really good than other Marvel's movie because as we know that usually Marvel movies like destroying a city or some places, but this movie is not only it. They are not talking about destroying or fighting, but they're fighting for their family and others, So other than that, I like this movie because somehow like they have like love inside of the movie, right? Like they from this movie I like the what's the name? The king? Yeah, Killmonger's sister, the one who helped him.
T'Challa.
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, the girl that designed the costume. Yeah, I like her because she always helped her brother.
in everything, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
like
He's still
literally
loyal to
everything.
his
Yeah.
father.
So
That's all. Okay, for me, I'll continue. Okay, as for me, I really like that movie. I mean, it's a great movie, but there's some part of the movie like a little bit slow. That's why I give
Yeah, in the middle, right?
9.5. Right?
It's like
Yeah,
a bit
the
dragging
movie
in
is
the middle.
dragging it.
But
But
it's good.
yeah, it's good. In terms of because it's under science, right? Science fiction, right? I think they use really the technology in that movie is really advanced, right? I really like it because it's beyond your expectation, right? Because in terms of medical, the transportation is sort of interesting for me. And then other than that, I also like that movie because it have the traditional part. You mean they are so advanced in everything, but they still have their tradition, the custom,
way they dress.
yeah, the way they dress. They still keep that side, and then we can see like usually we saw Africa is like just forest, something that
Just
poor
yeah,
country,
farming.
farming, right? But there's actually a very advanced city behind that because they use the technology to hide that. It's quite a message for me, like don't judge people based on their cover, things like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they want to protect the vibranium, right?
they
That's
want to
why
protect the
that's why they
environment.
portray the country as like a poor country, but actually they have vibranium, which is very
Yeah, I think it's
Very
interesting for me
resourceful.
because it's a message for us that don't only look people from the outside. You don't know what their people have. You cannot judge people from the outside. So that's why I think I like it very much because they have a lot of message actually because you can see in terms of the technology and everything inside that. And I can say the suit, right, it relates to the Black Panther, right? They have the traditional, I mean the part in that movie that the King T'Challa went to the other world to see his father, right? That's only for people that believe on that because usually people don't believe on afterlife, right? So that's why I think it's a good message. I think that's all people to talk about.
What did they drink? What's the
flower.
Yeah, the flower.
From the vibranium.
Purple flower.
It's not a vibranium. It's like a
It's
herb.
flower.
flower.
Yeah.
Heart shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
To remove the superpower
Yeah,
inside.
the gifts.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Black
Before
Panther,
the
right?
match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
To remove the
What's the match
superpower.
again? The
Ritual combat.
yeah to
For the
decide.
king.
Yeah,
To
to decide the
decide
king.
the king.
For anyone to challenge the king, like if they want to become the king
You
instead,
can
right?
you can see everyone dress up according
Yeah.
to
It's
their
really
yeah.
I love the colors and the
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah.
They wear. It's very nice.
Who?
Wakanda forever. Okay,
I
that's
also
all.
love the costumes
Yeah, the
that
costume,
the women soldiers wear.
The mother, I mean the mother, the queen mother,
They look
right?
really strong.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the
first,
queen.
the first, like,
It's old
yeah,
school.
dress.
I don't like that. It's old school. I like
It's
modern.
traditional.
Yeah, traditional. So traditional.
Yeah,
Like,
but
The tribal.
not everyone
Old school.
like.
I
Yeah,
kind of old
like you said, not everyone like old school, but I like it.
I like the colors. Oh, and also the part where T'Challa met his dad. The setting looks like a set from Lion King.
Yes.
Yeah, do you agree? Like
Lion
the
King.
sunset.
Yeah,
Purple.
Yes.
It
It was
was
so
nice.
nice.
Really
Yes,
nice.
very
I
nice
love the
view,
set.
yeah.
It reminds me of Lion King.
Like the other world.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's all for me.
Okay, for me, I think I like the movie because of the relationships in the movie between the tribes, between the father and the son, and between the whole family.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
T'Challa's relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
So
You want to maintain the family relationship.
Yeah, okay. For the relationship between the tribes, although at first we know that the Jabari tribes
Yeah.
were I think alienated, then they
They
stay
themselves,
in
yeah.
the in the mountains.
Mountain, right.
But at the end of the movie, they actually help T'Challa trying
Family.
to get back the throne.
Mhm.
So and the relationship between the father, T'Challa and T'Chaka is the father. Although he was a great king, but there's certain things that he didn't tell the son, which is his killing of Njobu, his own brother. So that's really put a stress on T'Chaka in a way that he knew that his father is a great king, but knowing the truth, he does it for a minute. But it also strives in to take back the throne, and a relationship between N'Jadaka, which is Killmonger, and his father and Jobu. Relationship was, I think, Killmonger intentions were great, but
Yeah.
I think because of how he took his path, joined the war dogs,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the killing assignments and all. And I think that's the reason
Shaped
why,
him like
yeah,
that.
shaped
Shaped
him
him like
like evil
Really
person, like killing machine.
The tyrant.
It was nice of his intention trying to help the black community, trying to get spread out of the Vibranium and the weapons to help them
outside.
liberate
Mhm.
and trying to take back what are theirs. But how he brought up make him like you say a tyrant. So all the relationship in the movie like really
Touch.
yeah not touch.
Touch my heart.
Yeah,
For me,
it touched my heart
touch
as
my
well.
heart.
Pique my interest in a way. So
Mhm.
I think it's a great movie. What do you think, Philip?
Me?
Hey,
Yeah,
can I ask you though?
yeah.
Why did you rate it 8.5?
8.5,
Yeah.
right?
What happened to the 1 point?
8.5.
What was it lacking in a way? Because I have my reasons.
All the Marvel technology, the technological marvel of the city was like really nice, and the suit, the new suit where he has
Black Panthers.
yeah, the new Black Panther was really nice. I put it on 8.5 because
What was it lacking?
I was expecting more.
Yes,
Yeah, the old T'Challa suit for me is way better. The new one is you can see all the CGI and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's
Same. That's why I give it 8.5
Yeah,
because I think the CGI is acceptable. Like
overdone.
yeah, sometimes it's overdone as well, especially the climax part yang dorang. It's not the one. Yeah, the part where they fought under the mountain.
All the CGI are like I can say
It was
like
too much.
the CGI are perfect in a way, but
It was convincing, but
yeah.
sometimes it was too much, right?
Yeah, when you want to make a CGI sunset and reflecting on your costume, you will see the difference. You'll know right away that it's a CGI, but it's okay for me.
Can I also add something
Yeah.
from the
Yeah, sure,
artist's
sure.
view? I mean, when he mentioned about the relationship, I just realized that this movie is about the relationship between father and the son. Right? I mean, the King T'Challa and also with his father, and then Killmonger with his father also, right? I mean, the relationship between King T'Challa, when he saw his father is like a perfect king actually, but behind that, his father have also made some mistake.
Yes.
I mean, and but he still love his father. I mean, both of the guy, the hero, I mean, love their father, right?
It's just that everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah,
We're all
it's just
humans. We make mistakes in our past. We just have to accept them and move on.
Yeah.
It doesn't change who we are.
True.
I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Philip?
Felix, how do you
For me,
feel about the movie?
I think this time the Marvel has done a really good job because usually they always focus on the white people, you know, the majority. But now this time they focus on Africans, and I really like this story because you know this is kind of magical. And do you remember the way they enter what is it? Wakanda? It's a hill. It's a hill. They fly the plane and you know there's nothing, but they just had to the direction with the coordinate. I don't know. I don't remember 330 or something. They just pass through. So magical. I really like that. And it's like a fake view outside.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
can see nothing. It's just
Yes,
hill.
huge.
But inside you can see everything. I really like this episode. And I don't usually speak logical. I just say whatever I think of. Okay, and
It's logical so far.
Yeah, it's
I'm waiting for the
and
logical.
this they have very primitive clan. You know what I mean? Primitive. They roar when they fight, and they just show us a primitive story, but with a very technology.
Oh, it's like ironic, right?
Yeah, and
like they have technologies, very modern, but it's the way they act.
advanced.
but with a very primitive way,
Yeah.
like the costume, as you say, and the way they fight, it's very very primitive. I didn't watch the comics before. I don't know if there is Black Panther or something. I just it's quite new for me. I first I watched the trailer. I didn't know this is what I said. What is that? Black Panther. I never heard of it, but it's quite new after I watch it. I really enjoy the technology. Technology inside it, like the suit, like
the
the
car,
like the plane and
they control
the house inside it. I see and wow, this is so advanced, and this and the vibranium. Yeah, it's quite nice. I really like that, but I give it 9 points because there's 1 point I think guys is said I was expecting more because the story didn't show us the more of the technology or what you're capable of and what your suit capable of. I was expecting more. And,
but I like the suit where it absorbs the kinetic energy. And then it attacks the same kinetic energy, right? Attacks back.
Really nice.
So cool.
It looks like you really like this movie.
Yeah, I really like he took the bullet. Remember that scene where he took the bullet?
And the claws, really powerful claws.
The claws.
And the stick.
The stick.
Whatever.
Vibranium stick, maybe.
They're just like clan organizations. They don't have only one clan. They have a lot of clans around the area, Wakanda. I think the major clan is from King what is called T'Challa. Yeah. I was expecting more actually.
So
that's it for me.
Okay, so I really enjoyed this movie. I gave it a 8.5 or 9, actually 9 out of 10. It's a very fresh movie. I haven't seen anything like that before, and I do enjoy Marvel movies. And I like the music. I really like the music because it's like tribal African music, right? It's really enjoyable. It's my first time.
Guys, read please.
Okay. So anyways, I'll shorten my part, okay? So what I really like about the movie, actually, I really like the villain. I think the villain gets me emotional the most. Like, it affects me emotionally the most. And I think this Marvel movie, the villain has his own reason why he does that. Yeah. I think the villain has a really good reason why he does that, right? Because he wants to help. He wants to help his people outside of Wakanda, and he wasn't like he didn't like how the people in Wakanda just sat comfortably and just looking at other people struggling to even live a day in their life in America and US, whatever. So I really liked the villain, and I actually expected more from the villain. Like, I didn't expect him to die. Like, he was just one step away from becoming a good person, and then he dies at the end, which really upsets me. Yes, he should die. He said like he'd rather die than creating a bond between T'Challa, which I think are so egoistic. But again,
that's where the ego comes in. That's really
but again, he's a tyrant. So if he even though it is a right thing to do, he's not doing it the right way. So yeah, that's what I like about the movie. And why I give it a 9, because I think the CGI effects, the one that he said. Okay.
For me, why I like this movie is this is the first movie that I watched from start until end. This is my first Marvel movie I watched.
Wait, so you're saying you stopped halfway between them?
I didn't really like the English movie like that. So why I feel that this story, this movie, the director take a huge risk to make the movie that have a lot of cast from Africa or Nigeria like that. And another one I think is about it contains a lot of element. We can see the story, we can see the love, action, fiction, real world,
Everything there.
yes, and also one of the character use what, like a plate, put the inside the mouth. And
the leader of which
I don't know what his name is.
tribe,
And that is the culture that they still use until now.
Yes.
And also the what, like dot or bit like that, the body. So it's one of the culture that they still use until today. And in this movie also, I think it showed the power of woman. We can see the three
woman.
three women. Yeah, okay. Show the power, how they do the action. That's why I really like. So yeah.
So I think what I like the most about this movie is because, like what everyone has agreed, it's the cast are all black people. And we know in Hollywood, Hollywood is known for whitewashing.
Yeah.
They will always choose white people to play a role in every movie that they produce. So this is the first movie where there's a lot of black people, and you can see that the white character was only the SHIELD agent.
Agent Rose.
Yeah,
Martin
Agent
Freeman.
Ross. Yeah.
But he was just there.
Yeah, he was just like,
to know that there's a connection
Minor,
between the US and Africa. Kind of.
It is the first movie where a white character is actually a minority instead of a majority. So for me, this movie actually gives hope for black people, and it shows that the black people actually
Can do something.
yeah, they actually have a strength. They're actually very strong when they unite together, and it shows that it gives hope, to those black people living in America, that they can fight for their rights. Like they can claim their individual rights in America if they unite together. And also, I have to agree with Ashkin for the fact that the woman empowerment, because the Dora Milaje, the king's bodyguards, they're all women, black women. It's also based on something that existed like long ago, and they're called the Home Amazons. Yeah, they're actually female warriors who protects the king. So I think other than the CGI effects, the technology, I think people like the movie because of its powerful message.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
The reason why I gave it an 11 out of 10, which is like an extra point overboard, is because when I watch movies, I don't look out the CGI. I notice the CGI effects. I notice the
Synopsis.
like how they make the movie and everything. I do take notice of that, but when it comes down to rating, I gotta take a look at the plot, the message they're trying to send, and what is really going on. And Black Panther, it wasn't just another Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't just another superhero movie. It was a superhero movie where the majority of the cast were black people. Number one, which has never happened in Hollywood. Usually in Hollywood movies, American people or white people are the good protagonists.
Yes.
The good people. They're always trying to save the world. And Africans, Middle Eastern, Southeast Asians, we are the ones who are the villains, who are trying to ruin the world. We're never the ones who are trying to save the world.
Yes.
Take Argo, for example. I'm not sure if you have watched Argo, but if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. So that was the first point why I really loved it. It's that trying to make black people know that they are powerful as well, and they can stand up to Donald Trump or whoever is trying to put them down.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get political. Sorry. The second point, again, woman empowerment. Sexism is the most common thing in this world right now. Men think they can overturn women and control them, but we cannot. We're all equal. Equity is more important than equality. Remember that.
Yeah.
Women are more capable and equally capable of doing the same things as men. Sometimes they're even better than us.
Yeah.
We have to accept that.
I agree.
That's what is keeping men in thinking that they can control them because they don't want them to be better. They know that they're better than them, but they just don't want them to be. That's why I gave it an 11 out of 10 mainly. But the story and the plot, it was amazing, and again, so sad that the antagonist had to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. End of discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you in the next video.
Bye.